Hi and good evening, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy day to join me. I really appreciate that. Thanks again. New subs, new viewers. I appreciate it. This guy that talks about nothing. Honestly, 4 times a day. If you feel like, share it with all your friends, tell everybody. We're trying to get hundreds of thousands of people to watch this cat talk about nothing. What do you think? You think it can be done? I know it can be done. I know it can, and it will be done. It shall be done. That's a quote, unquote, from Jean Pierre's replacement on Hell's Kitchen. I think seasons like, I don't know, 13 through 18. The fact that I know that off the top of my off the top of my hand and head, I guess, we just made up a new one, is not shocking because I know a lot about Gordon Ramsay and his shows, as it would be. Um, I'm a huge fan of the guy. The guy gets things done, plus he owns a media empire, and the programs are all great and just well written. And, I'm a fan of well written things. I like it. But, anyways, I want to talk about how bringing your own lunch to work is underrated. Okay, so currently we all know I'm unemployed. When it does come upon, the world to offer me work as it would be in the industry that I'm continuing to pursue and trying to grow within, I take it, right? And so last month it was, at least a dozen times this month. No, last month it was more like 8 times I was booked. And this month I've been booked just once so far. So I'm really hoping, I guess, for a change of a turn of luck, I guess, of getting booked or whatever. But the thing is, and I bring this up because regardless of what you do, you should always bring your own lunch anytime you're at work. And let me tell you a few reasons why. One, you know what you like. What you like is what you like. It's okay to discriminate when it comes to food, right? I mean, we can all only eat certain things. It would be cruel and inhumane, right? To like, isn't that a weird and privileged thing to say in the Western world? That it would be a cruel and inhumane thing to make somebody eat something they don't want to eat, when in fact there are people who can't even freaking eat. God, what a dark joke. Seriously. Like, as I say these things, I like quickly realize them. I'm like, holy potatoes, what a very privileged dark joke. You feel me? Because, like, yeah, what a privilege to pick and choose what you get to eat, you know, compared to not having anything to eat and happily eating anything. It's unfortunate. But to get back on topic, and sorry about that sidebar, it's just important to acknowledge and recognize things when we speak, and especially when it's justifiable. You know, here on Vlogs About Nothing, we may talk about nothing, but we definitely promote inclusiveness, diversity, love, humility, all of these things, acceptance, all of these things. You feel me? All of the good and good, good. Even sometimes when we talk about that dark, dark, you feel me? So, I do, again, I think bringing your own lunch to work is priceless as well. Like, you save time in that it takes seconds compared to a whole lunch break, to not only scarf down what you brought, but to be in a position of which your body is allowed to be its best self after a lunch break. I mean, studies show, and I know this is an impromptu speech, so you should definitely verify all of what I'm saying anytime I just spouse out statistics, But I do believe research would implicate me, or prove that what I'm saying is true. The most hours of lost production occur immediately after lunch, and so the best time, for example, to call somebody and speak with them is actually right before their lunch break. I think there are, again, studies that lead in this direction, and it makes sense. People get tired after they eat, depending, I guess, exactly on what they eat, how far they had to go to get it, the amount of energy they had to use, the shape that they're in to begin with, all of these different variables. You feel me? But nonetheless, bringing your own lunch to work is going to save you a whole bunch of different of variables that are going to lead to you being your best self, even when it is a short time after you've just eaten lunch and you're going toward that 5 o'clock deadline. You know what I mean? Bringing your own lunch is cost effective. It makes it so that you don't owe um, Jerry John any money for lunch from 2 weeks ago, and there's not any, sort of funky IOUs or I'll get lunch tomorrow kind of talk. You feel me? It's just sort of like each person for themselves, sort of like a bring your own beer situation, except for it's like a bring your own food situation, you know? I mean, I think that's the way it is the best. When I'm on set, I typically have my own food. And this is a topic of discussion for me because yesterday I had to catch an Uber at 5:15 a.m. and I woke up at 5:14 a.m. True story. And as I looked at my phone with just 1 minute to get ready, I then processed things kind of quickly and text my Uber driver I was going to be 5 minutes late. But regardless, I didn't have time to bring my own lunch. And it was a sad day because even when I'm working on set, and don't get me wrong, like they feed actors, talent, crew the best. There's no way I'd rather have it. I'm so grateful and happy to be in pursuit of a career where I can go, to a place that gives me, free coffee and candy bars all day. I mean, it's my 9-year-old dream come true. Are you joking me? You know how many of my dreams have come true in life just by showing up and having a good attitude? All of them. No joke. All of them. And the ones that haven't come true, I'm currently working on. So when they do come true, I'll get back to you. You know that I will too. And so, I mean, geez, there's so much more room to grow with y'all, right? There's like 6 more months to this year, or 5 more months in counting, right? That's like hundreds of videos. It's hundreds of hours of watch time. And I appreciate every second of you joining me. I really do. I hope you guys have a great night. I hope that you consider bringing your own lunch when it comes to, eating at work. And when you do, remember that you are your best self. You're saving money, and while Jerry Johnny over there is, fumbling around looking for his keys, trying to text his girlfriend and put gas and get food and return to work on time, all of which doesn't have any time and or meaning in the actual eating of the food, just sort of, I guess, more stressing out until you get to actually eat the food. But you can know that you, again, are winning. As Charlie Sheen would say, you are winning, right? I hope that y'all have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.